Hi, this is Mary Kopsinski, the CEO of RegAlytics, with your update on this week's 23,634 regulatory alerts, which is still just so low. I mean, this exact week last year, there were 39,563 alerts. So that is over 15,000 alerts just evaporated from the U.S. federal government, which makes our regulator of the week extra interesting. If you recall from the original Trump administration, his executive order said that for every new regulation issued, the agencies should identify 2 existing regulations to be repealed. In the new administration, one of his earliest executive orders was a 10-for-1 target. So it's no surprise, I guess, that the FDIC and the OCC proposed a rule change during a shutdown has to do with repealing a rule. And this time, they are proposing to get rid of reputational risk as something regulators even consider when examining a financial institution. So background for my non-financial friends out there, post Dodd-Frank, all the regulators cared about was reducing the risk of financial contagion. This meant regulators looked at financial institutions with hundreds of different risk lenses: inflation risk, default risk, credit risk, even climate risk. But one of the risks that I will admit I was surprised that they focused on was reputational risk. In my mind, reputational risk is a business decision. Like if you're Coca-Cola and you want to be known as a cool, sleek brand for youth, and you suddenly market to old people, and that puts your reputation at risk with the young people, that's your problem, right? We wouldn't want to see the FCC come in and say, hey, Coke, you said you were for young people and that ad is risky to your reputation. It seems really subjective. And that's precisely what the alert says. The OCC and the FDIC have proposed a rule to eliminate the use of reputation risk in their supervisory frameworks, citing its subjectivity, limited impact on safety and soundness, and potential for unfair or biased regulatory actions. The rule would prohibit agencies from criticizing adverse actions or requiring institutions to alter or terminate relationships based solely on reputation concerns, including protected speech or lawful activities perceived as reputationally risky. The topic of the week is artificial intelligence, and it's actually been a while since I updated you on this, and obviously lots have been changing. And since we are on risk, I will start there. The Information Systems Audit and Control Association, which is a professional services club for IT risk people, revised their thoughts on operational resilience in the time of AI, meaning what potential impacts could AI have on your ability to operate your company. The report mostly focuses on the positive impacts, like the ability to perform cyber threat detection in an automated way that is far more powerful than what humans can do. Similarly, FINRA put out a report this week on how FINRA intends to enhance its own mission with AI. They've integrated AI in their market surveillance using algorithms to monitor billions of market events for misconduct. We knew that based on enforcement actions from a few years ago, but it's the first time that they're really elaborating on how they're actually using it today. Moving across the pond, the Spain National Markets and Competition Commission noted that approximately 1/3 of internet users in Spain regularly use AI chatbots. That's a lot. And the Office of European Data Protection Supervisor has released new guidelines on the use of generative AI by EU institutions, obviously focused on the importance of data protection. President Xi Jinping of China has pushed for international collaboration to promote the healthy and orderly development of AI, including the formal establishment of the World Artificial Intelligence Cooperation Organization. Remember when there was one hot minute when the one big beautiful bill was going to bar the states from passing any AI-related rules for 10 years? Well, they didn't, and so here's some issues going on in the states. So Massachusetts has a bill on the table that would mandate the Commissioner of Education to develop and issue guidelines for the use of AI in schools, which seems to me to be pretty important. And Ohio is trying to pass a bill that would establish penalties for entities who AI models suggest or promote self-harm or harm to others. There's just so much going on, and the clock keeps ticking on this government shutdown, going on to day 35. And that's it this week for RegAlytics. We have the global supply chain of the world's regulatory alerts in one very easy to use place. If you need a solution for anything related to regulation, give us a call.